Thursday Night Baseball on MLB Network as we come your way from Target Field here in the Twin Cities. We start the road trip with the first of 4 between the Oakland A's and the Minnesota Twins. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Irvin Santana will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock. Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Swinging a soft liner. One there. On to Morrison, and it's a double play. Here's Jed Lowry now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Rasmus is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So a good start here for first delivery to him on the way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now, and by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Benintendi is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Matt Chapman, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Nope,
and that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Matt Olson will be next. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Olson is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path. Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Brian Dozier. We know what he can do from the offensive standpoint, light tower power. But he doesn't get enough credit for his defense, his ability to manipulate the bag and do all this while his hair never moves.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Ripped down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second, looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. Popped him up. Sano on the move. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. In now, Marcus Semien. Lifetime numbers against Irvin Santana. He's just 2 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Now the 2-0 home. Up the middle, and oh, he's able to knock it down. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So they load the bases on just... Stepping in, Miguel Sano, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. In there, and it's 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Right fielder.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 1 for 5. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and He's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Into the corner and slicing foul. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone. Now at the plate, Logan Morrison. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. No balls and one strike. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank. That guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory. Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He singled to open up the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncer up the middle. Polanco ranging up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. One and two as he chases the slider. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tough, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The second for one. On to first, and for the second time. Standing in, Mitch Garver. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Two and one.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And there's one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And the changeup is way low that time. Popped him up. Semien into shallow left. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 44 on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Short, hit hard to his right, Polanco. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Here's Chris Davis now. First offering on its way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Ball and a strike. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Jesse Winker grounded up the first baseline, scooped up on the backhand, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Digging in to try it again, Marcus Semien, runner in scoring position with Sujan. First pitch of the at bat. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. slider, and this is hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. Stepping up to the plate, Brian Dozier. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. That tails back over, strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. You can't allow this guy to lead off.
So he throws him for the strikeout. Brian Dozier becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hit sharply on the ground. Lowry's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Right fielder number 20.
So striding in, Eddie Rosario. Too high, 1-0.
All one, no strikes.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Dribbled up the line. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next up for the A's, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Rosario is there. 1 down. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Three and 0 now. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. Kepler is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And a fastball just a bit up.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Logan Morrison, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. And Morrison in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. Now in the box, Colby Rasmus. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. It remains 1-0. Here's Jed Lowry now. He was a double play victim last time around.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time. Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Down the third baseline. And that's through for this first base hit in this one.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, whew, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
That's ball
3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Grounded back up the middle, and a glove flip for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, first baseman.
Into the box now, Matt Olson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Popped him up. Dozier has a play. And the inning is over. Nothing doing there. Digging in, Jorge Polanco. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 2,
Digging in once again, Brian Dozier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. So 1-1. Pitch popped up. Lowry calls for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Minnesota.
Here's Miguel Sano. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Sliced hard, but foul. And a fastball just a bit high. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup. Ready now with the payoff pitch.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. In there, 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-1 the count now. Rosario at second with 2 down. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Here now the 2-2. Hard liner to center field. That gets down and the inning will continue. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
First baseman, number 99.
Coming to the plate now, Logan Morrison. It was a walk in his last trip. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Men on third with 2 down. Hard hit ball to short. Simeon's there. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster. Here's Chris Davis now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it. The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here?
Now pitching for the Twins, number 50.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. So digging in now, Marcus Semien. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Striding in for Oakland, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Davis stands at second with 2 gone. 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
2 balls and a strike to count. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. The count now at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus.
Leading off for the Twins.
First pitch on its way.
Colby Rasmus.
Hit to first. Olsen has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So coming to the plate, Mitch Garver. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, designated hitter.
Riding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And there's his first base hit in this one. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's 1-1. Runners going. That's a strike to throw down.
Count is 1-2.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. On the ground to the right side. Backhanded. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning left for Minnesota. They still lead it 2-1.
Number 56.
The new pitcher to tell you about now is it'll be the hard-throwing Fernando Rodney that gets the nod here. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2. Fouled off. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game.
Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the 8th.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
Here's Chris Davis now. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kepler's on his horse. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead. Here's Brian Dozier now. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Number 2.
Ryan Presley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. Two and 2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. He was great all night long. First pitch of the at-bat. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go big.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario. 1-0 the count. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. A couple of pretty good performances turned in on the mound so far, as evidenced by the numbers there as we show you the starter comparison in this 2-2 ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of baseball on MLB Network. Now batting, Jesse Winker. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely. At the plate, Marcus Semien. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Go ahead run heading for the plate. And a relay home. He's safe at the plate. And here in the 9th, they have taken the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Trevor Hildenberger, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Fouled away. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Rasmus has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Stephen Piscotty. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Hildenberger, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 22nd round during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Under it is Rasmus now for route number 2.
Now batting.
Here's Jed Lowry now.
Jed Lowry.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lucroy is off at first with 2 away. pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. There is Dozier. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Logan Morrison, and they'll need him to get something going here. Daniel Kalu enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Bases are empty, one man out. Yanked on the ground down the line. So that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Colby Rasmus becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Blake Trinan comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Count now a ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in their home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Oakland A's came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Ryan Presley gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 9 runners.